Aw, yeah.
Well, there you go, Mike. Everybody's freaking out. We're about to call the FBI.
Have you or a loved one been ghosted by a friend or fellow subscriber? Contact us here at Salty Enterprises.
This was not a paid advertisement for the Cali Bricklink, but shout out to Seth for shouting out to Lego Mike.
Oh, it's like a little flap at the back, and it looks like a work.
Of course you would want that. That would make sense. Like, that's a car that would make sense.
A Suzuki K-Truck from 91.
Yeah.
All right, so in 5, 4, 3. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Cali Bricklink, episode number 42. And remember, before I get into the introductions, because I knew I was about to forget this, you can watch these episodes and all past episodes and anywhere you can find podcasts, Spotify. And I think I'm going to actually upload as a video this time, just to see how it does. Because we finally have
on Spotify.
We can. Yeah, we just got permission to do that, access to that, like 2 episodes ago, and I didn't take advantage of it. So I'm gonna just try with this episode and see how it does.
Fun.
If it does it, cool. If it doesn't, whatever. But it took a minute to be able to do that on Spotify and all those platforms or whatever.
Milestones.
Yeah, milestones, right? But like always, we got Claire, the plastic architect.
Hello.
We got Ninja.
Who?
And back again.
Oh, we're the first.
No, this is your
guest.
second time. No, you're actually not. Wait, do we have another double?
Yeah, Jang was our first double.
Oh yeah, Jan was our first double.
Right. Yeah.
I'll be back
Ryan's
next week then.
2.
Yeah.
Ryan's number 2.
Ryan doesn't have enough subs, so we have Jang.
Of course
first.
not.
Not
Never.
even close. Not even close. We have Ryan, aka MandRproductions. Welcome back to the episode, dude.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here. It's a great Thursday night. I feel like that was sarcastic. I didn't mean it sarcastic.
I mean, I felt it. It felt honest to me.
Felt honest to me.
Well, Ryan, it was like a call to arms or something. It was like, or a cry for help. I don't know how you want to call it, where you're like, was it on Ask Him or something? You're like, if anyone has a podcast, I don't even care if it's.
Oh yeah, I did. Well, I didn't mean you guys, because I talk to you guys all the time. But like,
well, geez, dude.
I wanted to
have you more.
talk to new people, and I did that. I've been on a couple. I went on one podcast, which is not a Lego podcast.
Stamps?
It was a stamp podcast. It was a great time. They were very knowledgeable about stamps, obviously, but like very just well-spoken people that knew what they were talking about with pretty much everything. Like I just really enjoyed that one.
Nice.
I can not for the love. It's whatever the word for being a stamp collector is like the name of their podcast, but I couldn't pronounce it then, and I certainly can't now. And then I did another one that was like a Star Wars podcast. That was fun. I was just like meeting new people. I really wanted to do that, so I did a couple. I'll probably find a couple more messages that people had sent me and do a couple more. So like, yeah, that was real, and I did enjoy doing some of those.
Nice.
So that's something I would definitely want to dive into later. Is you like to meet new people, and the size that you're at, like that's very unheard of. So we're definitely gonna talk about that in a bit. But how's everyone's week been?
I got my haircut today.
Looks lovely.
It probably looks exactly the same.
I didn't want to say it.
I didn't even notice.
I cut about. It's okay. It's only like 12 inches came off. No big deal. And
What?
A foot off of 5 is still not. How are you supposed to tell?
Whatever. And then I finally uploaded my like city videos. That was really exciting. I'm uploading again, really. It's like the biggest thing for me. I'm like finally waking up and getting my life together. So if I have more stuff to do, it's like, it's the reality of like when the busier you get, the more productive you get. So I'm that kind of person. So
how long have you had those custom minifigures?
One of them just came in like last week.
Forest Moon?
Yeah.
It took that long to get to you?
Mm-hmm.
Holy Christ.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say, like, so Claire, anyone who hasn't watched it yet on this Friday, Claire uploaded a haul video of custom minifigures, and one of the brands was Forest Moon Brikx. Right? Forest Moon?
Yeah, and it got caught. It just got caught in customs and stuff.
Oh, okay, I can't do anything about that.
Yeah.
No. But it looked pretty good. Like I don't have anything from them, but I was actually like
They
really
look
like, wow.
really good. I didn't do the mistake that I made in that video. I didn't do like really good zoomed in shots so that you could see, but I was
I
doing
know.
it with my phone. So I
watched it.
think I'm gonna do another video like showing it like way more zoomed in and comparing it to some like equivalent figures. Like I'll take it with like my other Indiana Jones figures and do that. But I don't have I don't have a Doc Samson or Marty McFly, but I could. I don't know. I'm trying to think like what I could do it with like the Home Alone figures that come out, but I don't know. What are you laughing at?
Did you say Doc
You called him
Samson?
Doc Samson.
You did say
Yeah,
Doc
as opposed to-
I thought for a
Doc
second
Brown?
Doc Samson was something I didn't know about outside of Doc Samson.
No, it's Doc Brown. I can't believe I
Doc
said that. Yeah. Oh my god, that's
Good one.
horrible.
It's all
on the
good. It's
mind.
all good. Shout out.
That was a shout out to Doc. Yeah, there you go.
Not a real doctor.
No,
He's,
No.
he's actually not.
he's
You
not.
seen him build a Technic set? Hell no.
Well, I saw Hamilton.
That's really happy anniversary.
Thank you. It's our
Right.
6 years.
Did you forget already? That
Careful
means
there.
Shoot.
I got in trouble the other day.
All right, I never remember a wedding anniversary. I honestly, to God, I do not ever remember it. Like, I don't know the year, the day is kind of fuzzy. Usually, like Facebook reminds me, but like, what I
Best
normally
part about
remember,
Facebook.
right? No, Facebook reminds me about everything. Like, it reminds me. If it wasn't for that, I'd forget everybody's birthdays. But
the calendar, and you can have it
You-
repeatedly.
that's true. I could, but. See, now I forgot. Oh yeah, so the real date that I always take to heart is the day we got together in high school.
Right.
So
Ah,
that's
you
like
remember
the
that.
real date. I never forget. That's the day that I actually go ham on. Like I do something special, as opposed to like a wedding anniversary. Because
Right.
every year we do the same thing. We go to our wedding venue, we go around town, and then we do something later. But it's like, we take a few pictures in the same exact spots every year. So you just kind of see us grow. And like if you were to put them all together, you'll have like us together, us with baby, us together, us with baby. It just starts like you're like, what's going on? But it looks pretty cool. And that's all we did. But we went to watch Hamilton the next day, and I was really, really looking forward to this for about like 2 years because we were supposed to go last year, but
Mhm.
COVID shut it all down.
Have you ever seen it?
In person? No, I've
Yeah.
never seen it in person.
Okay, so this was your first time.
Yeah,
Okay.
watching Hamilton live. And when you watch because you've seen a bunch of musicals, Claire. So like, right on Broadway itself, you see those parts, right, that are so cemented to how they're done. You expect it to be that way, but you cherish it more when the actor doing it, who's not the original actor, takes it to a new level. So like, for example, Hamilton. What's his name?
The original guy,
Yeah. Why did I
like
just forget his name?
David, whatever.
No. The original. Why did I just
Let's
forget his
see.
name? I was just talking about him. Anyways, so the original actor for Hamilton, the character Hamilton, the creator of the whole musical, like
Mhm.
he is a rapper, right? We all know he raps. Like he could flow like Ninja should know who he is, and like
Damn.
he sings after. Like I see him as a rapper first, singer next, not like the other way around. So this time around, the actor that did it was a stand-in too. It wasn't the main for the tour show. So it was a stand-in. He was a singer first, rapper second. So to listen to him do the part of Hamilton the entire way in a totally different way was very refreshing and actually really cool.
Because it was
That's all.
different. You were watching
was
like
different.
a different show. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
so
really cool.
Yeah, but some other parts though that you kind of wished were kind of similar and they didn't take it to it. Like for example, the guy that plays Burr, I was very disappointed. I was like, oh, come on, wait for it. It was like my one song I was like looking forward to the most, and like I was highly disappointed. But he got better as we progressed. But I don't know. I could talk about this for days, but I'm not going to. So I just had a great time.
Someone's a musical theater nerd.
Right? Like, oh, I was critiquing like it's cool. Hey, I was a performer at one point. in my
Yeah,
life.
no, it's fine. I don't know why you have to say that under your breath and like turn away
Yeah,
from the
it's
camera, but
fine.
it's fine. Yeah, it's cool.
Dancing wasn't cool in high school for me. Okay.
It's cool. You dance.
cool.
You
cool
danced in your intro video for like years. So
I
come
know
on.
now it's gone.
Yeah.
Took it off.
But some of us have made. I've also like come out of my like little nerd shell. I'm really embracing my love for Disney. Ninjas buying more Mega.
Oh, you can't. Disney is not like
Say
an
what?
oppressed like
What are you
thing to
talking
like.
about? It is not socially acceptable for an adult to be.
To like Disney. Have you
You
met?
live
I think
You
it is
live
these
in-
days.
It
you
is
got-
definitely.
you guys live in Orlando and in LA. It is, trust me, if you guys
true.
leave
fair.
any
That's
of those areas, it's not okay. It is weird. It is and it is like
I'm not
in terms
saying
of-
it's not particularly weird, especially the people that are really over the top with it. You're not over the top with it, but I know people from like my high school that are a little too in love with Disney. So I see it, but it's not like it's this completely socially unacceptable thing. I just, yeah.
you quite literally live in Disney Mecca. So it's
yeah,
like,
and I don't love Disney. It's whatever.
no, but my point is like I feel like your like sensitivity or your like your reaction to it is probably desensitized. Do you know what I
I guess,
mean?
but don't most people not here really like the idea of going to Disney?
Oh, I don't know.
Yes.
Disneyland's cool.
That's why people go all the
Most
time.
of the people in my life, like outside of you guys, because you guys are still in my life, you're in my real life. I used to say real friends versus internet friends, but like they are not interested in going to Disneyland. They're not interested in
Really?
watching Disney movies outside of hanging out with their youth. Yeah, most people aren't into
Really?
it.
That's
They don't
yeah,
want to
I see
spend
that.
the same amount of money, if not more, to go to Disney than to go to
$206.
Europe. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
that's fair.
they're
The
like,
only
why
time I
would we
see
do
people doing that is if they have kids or something like.
What?
Shoot.
But
Oh,
I don't
oh
see
my
them
God.
doing it themselves.
Going to Disneyland with a family now that I have, so for a very, very long time, like for the past 15 years of my life, I have not once had to pay for a Disneyland ticket because I had friends that were castmates and I always got them for free. So like I've been so spoiled about it, and like
Yeah, it's
I
ridiculous.
never
It's
really
usually like
appreciated it.
$2,000 a day for a family. to go
Yeah,
or
like
something
I didn't think about it, and now that I have kids, and my friends no longer work for Disney because they just didn't want to do it anymore because of COVID. I'm like, shoot.
Yeah.
Because
You
my
got that
kids
real
want to
price
go.
tag. You hit
Yeah,
the-
and then one of my buddies, like he just like went right now, and he asked me, he's like, "Hey, can your friends hook it up?" I'm like, "I can't this time because they don't work there anymore. All 12 of them don't work there anymore." And like he's like, "Dude, it's like $800 for me to take my whole family for one side of the park." I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah,
half the
that's why like
experience.
so we just went like a few weeks ago with Josh from Josh Build Stuff, and he grew up in like the Florida area. He like went to Disney World all the time and he loves it, and it like brought it out of me, and it was really fun to go with somebody who loves it too. So like this is all Josh
fair.
Build Stuff fault. So like whatever, if I go into financial
Blame
ruin,
Josh.
blame it on
I
Josh.
know.
But like wait, where was I going? Oh no, yeah. So, but without it, so like we went a few weeks ago, and then we're going again, and we have like a few more trips planned because of like friends are visiting and things like that are happening. And I was like running the numbers, and it actually made we would only have to go one additional trip for it to be worthwhile to have
season
season
passes.
the annual
Yeah.
passes. And now I'm like, yes, we're going once a month. So
it
like,
makes you come back. That's for sure when you get one of those season passes."
oh, I'll
sure.
be coming back. We've already like we're
We
gonna
planned
be
it out.
You're
We're-
ready to spend copious amounts of money on food that's not that great,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
So
The
okay,
fun cakes are good.
Souvenirs.
so a couple things. We'll be there
French
on Monday
quarter.
and Tuesday.
Smart.
Third, the food has actually gotten a lot better, like surprisingly so. We actually ate really well.
If you don't go to like the mom and pop, not mom and pop stuff, sorry, like the food stands, if you go to the actual restaurants in the park, they're really good.
Yeah,
Okay.
like we actually ate really surprisingly well. Like when we were there, like all of us were like dumbfounded. Except well, Josh already knew, but like the rest, like Michael, Chance, and I were like kind of surprised how good the food was. It is expensive though. It's not. I'm not saying this is cheap. I'm not saying this is like a cheap endeavor.
No,
This
it's
is
not.
no, it's not. This is like I think like I have found myself spending less on Lego and since I'm like kind of like starting to do this, like, booking us hotels and stuff like that, and I'm not upset about it, but I think Sam.
No, say something. Oh,
are you gonna be a Disney vlogger?
Yeah, probably. Let's do it.
I mean, that's get some views. Well, you know what I realized too that I forgot to mention last time. You know how you guys were having problems at Disneyland, right? Like Indiana Jones wasn't working properly and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think it's because they had a whole year of nothing, like no maintenance, nothing whatsoever. Because those
Yeah.
rides are supposed to be checked up like every couple months, and with COVID and the park just recently being opened to like the public, they're like backlogged with
They
maintenance.
totally are. They totally
Yeah,
are. Or they're like low on staff as
They're
well.
low on staff.
Everything is.
Yeah.
Oh, I
It's
don't know
like
about that. That's
Yeah,
sketchy.
because some of my brothers in my club, they're mechanics for knots. So if anyone wants to go to knots, hit me up. So they they didn't stop working on the rides, even when the parks were shut down. Like they continuously just ran it themselves. So they rolled the rides like 50 million times by themselves, just because they have to. So I feel like Disney didn't do that because they did a complete 100% lockdown, like terminated employees.
No,
and
they totally
furloughed
did.
them.
It
So
was
like they couldn't do
crazy.
squat. So that might be interesting to see, like if you were to have those same people come back again. So if you were to bring Sans back there again, if he might appreciate more now that the rides are working, the more time to go.
He's got an annual pass, so we're gonna be going at least, you know.
Oh, so you're forcing it.
Yeah, it's happening. It's
We're not
no,
ready.
he's
We're not
down.
done.
No, he's down. He's not upset about it. Honestly, it's just like all the driving and stuff he's a little bit worried about, but that's it. He's
How
excited.
far is it?
It's just like 5 and some hours.
Why don't you just
Just
fly?
like 5 hours. Yeah. No.
We might fly, but you know, we'll see. I don't know. Like if the flights are like less than $100, it's worth it. You know, stuff like that.
Let's say, yeah.
But
I mean, yeah.
Oh, not in November. Not in November.
no, I already know that. Yeah. So, but the thing is, and Ryan, you're going to get on board with this because this is making me want to spend more time in Florida, which means Sans is coming to Florida more often. And so that's why
Look at his smile.
Yeah, we're supporting
Look at his smile.
it.
He's like, yes.
Sans could be here if I wanted him to be.
What?
Oh,
Yeah, but that's but,
Dang.
yeah.
we're gonna have some fun today.
Plane ticket's like $200.
Not so much.
Yeah,
I
it
tried
is.
looking it up, like just trying to go to Virginia, and I was like, dude, it's like $500 one way.
It's cheaper for people to fly into California.
Sans will fly southwest.
Southwest go to Florida?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm down Southwest. I'm cool taking an uncomfortable flight across country. That's easy peasy for me.
Yeah.
I did it once. I will not do that again.
Well, you don't fly at all.
Yeah, I don't rock with flying either.
I've flown probably a half dozen times.
Okay, so when you're coming over to the West Coast, inevitably, will you be
Do it.
flying or driving?
I'm definitely flying if I'm going to California.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Right.
I don't want to drive for 3 days and put all that mileage on my car.
I was about to say, putting on that on the Mustang might be horrid.
Well, you
Yeah.
get a rental.
Yeah.
Which costs
Yeah,
$150 a day.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, now it would
way
be.
more than that now.
More than
No.
that. And I'm 24. I'm not even 25, so I can't.
Oh, man.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Is that the 26?
I thought it was 25.
26, 27. Did they bring the age down to be able to rent a car?
I don't know, old man. Whatever it is, we can definitely rent a car, and they can't.
Old man. Do you want
I'm
to
the,
bring?
only, I'm the only one who's allowed to call you that since I'm older than you.
Yeah,
Dang,
that's true.
that's
By like what? 8 months?
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 months. Yeah, that's right. By 8 months.
Hey,
I'm
Speaking
about
of-
to be-
It's
That
almost your
counts.
birthday, right?
yeah, it sucks.
There you go.
35.
Welcome to the
Dang.
club. Anyway, shall we get into it? Shall we
Let's
talk?
get into it.
Yeah, what's the latest Lego news? What's the latest?
Well, I was hoping to talk about like the ideas sets because they were supposed to be announced today, but apparently they're pushing it to the right by 1 day, according to Ryan. And the reason why I wanted to talk about it because The Office is finally on there again for the millionth time.
Finally, yeah, it's been so long.
Right? It's
So
only
many
been like,
reviews without The Office.
and
How
you would
many-
think Lego would get the hint by now. And the Brick Mojo, whatever, it's not on the shelves anymore.
So yeah, the
knockoff
thing
of
with that is
Yeah.
the knockoff is as coined by Brikx, the best knockoff name I've ever heard. The thing is if the contract is up with Watch Mojo Jojo fake bricks with The Office, like you can do it, and there is absolutely no reason they would not do it. If they weren't going to do it, they wouldn't let it on Lego Ideas anymore. But they clearly have been just waiting and waiting and waiting to be able to do it. It is shown with all of these other Seinfeld. I don't know what the hell else they do, but all these dumb sets that have TV tie-ins, they seem to sell pretty well, and The Office would probably be the most popular of those. So
Why are they
I would think
dumb?
so.
Why are you? What's this passive aggressiveness towards these?
they're
sets?
just dumb because they're not The Office.
Okay, got it.
No. Ryan really wants The Office because he got into it about a year and some change ago, and almost 2 years ago.
I watched
Got
it like 4 or
obsessed
5
with it.
times.
Yeah, so I love The Office too. Yeah, literally, it's one of those shows you just put on in the background when you have nothing
I-
else to watch.
I bought it all on iTunes
The same
when
year,
they took it off Netflix.
Dang.
It was $30 for the whole series.
Dedication
mine wasn't.
right there.
Mine wasn't $30. It was
That's
probably
not that
double
bad. Do you remember
not.
how much?
$30 is dirt cheap.
Do you remember how much it used to be to buy like a whole DVD series and stuff like that?
Oh,
I
and
think?
It's like
DVD,
$100.
like $30, like
For the-
one season.
Yeah, for The Office, I think it was probably like $200 for everything or something. But then they have to like put the where am I going to put a DVD in or Blu-ray? Like,
True. You
I
don't
don't
have PS5?
I don't keep it
2021,
plugged in.
man.
I do, but I don't keep it plugged in. But yeah, like it's so much better to have it on like any of my devices whenever I want versus like, oh, I have to have something that can play a Blu-ray. I'm good.
No, I feel you.
Hard pass.
So for this Office set, I think it's the same one as like what 4 entries ago or 3 entries ago. The one that's being supported by
It's
all
the same
the.
exact one.
I don't know if it's the same exact one. It might be like the same designer.
It's all the same regardless. It's an Office build.
Yeah.
Regardless of what it comes out to be, Lego's going to change to however they thought it was going to be regardless. I
Right,
just feel
yeah.
bad for like the 10 other people who also put it in, who missed out on that opportunity of getting their name on something like this. But I do hope, and it's the only thing I care about this entire review wave is that one. So I don't know, maybe that could be a possibility that might bring it to 2 sets this time around as opposed to 1 out of 50. But
I don't know.
we'll see.
I mean,
50 though. That's like what 50 something. How many sets are on this review?
57. Hold on, I hadn't
Holy
looked.
Christ.
That's a lot.
I hadn't
a lot.
looked at this. Let
Holy
me scroll
Christ.
through these real quick. That was bright. Polar Express would be nice. I'd do that next Christmas.
Oh, that's on
Polar
this one?
Really nice Christmas
Yeah.
set.
Polar Express, The Office. I'm looking through the rest of these. They're not going to do Among Us. Screw that. There's a fad that lasted 3 weeks.
Right.
Share your screen.
Share screen. Screen 1. Share.
Boom.
Okay.
Nice. Boom.
So back
There
to
we
the
go.
top. Jesus, I gotta put on some sunglasses real quick. This is a lot of white
the
on my
is killing
screen.
you.
I
Yeah.
hate it.
That is Princess Bride.
Oh, speaking
Don't
of
know
which,
what that is.
Yeah.
shout out to Claire's video.
There you go.
Ah, so much better. Okay.
nice.
All right. I don't know what that is. They're not gonna do
I'm gonna laugh.
whatever
they do
this
that.
is.
I'm gonna laugh. They do the Sphinx. Or not
What?
Sphinx. The King
It's not
Tut thing.
Sphinx, it's Tutankhamun.
Oh, yeah, no, yes.
Nightmare Before Christmas, probably, maybe
That
a
would be
chance.
I
So
would
good.
Technically
I mean,
love that.
that would be such a killer. That would be a Disney set. It would come out hard. It
That
would
would
be
do really well.
like Winnie the Pooh successful. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't know what that is, so it's definitely not happening. Polar
It's
Express.
Zelda.
He said,
Polar Express is in. Look, if I don't know what it is, the only Lego set I think they've ever released that I didn't know what the heck it was before Lego came out with the set was the Queer Eye. So
Ryan,
like
okay, hold on a second. I don't understand.
there is some level of like how much something like permeates culture or like mainstream
Why are you
for Lego to make it a it's just an arbitrary line. Don't look too deeply into it. I'm just saying most
throwing it
things
out
that
there.
come out from Lego, except this one singular thing, I had heard of prior. So it's very rare. Like whatever this is, like if I don't know what it is, most other people probably don't know what it is. And so like unless this is Legend of Zelda. Well, that's gonna happen anyway. Next up,
Wow.
it is. We have Polar Express.
Claire's pissed. Claire wants to kill you, dude.
No, it's not that. It's just like
Look at her face.
do you ever like ask yourself like the what you put out in the world, like
I'm
what
just
you're gonna
talking.
get
It's
back.
not that deep.
Well, exactly, but no, but I
Like-
mean, like it's just the simple way that you're talking.
The way
It's simple.
sounded.
It's not that deep. Exactly. Steam Airship. No way. This
We're
isn't
gonna get
happening.
Shadowing our topic.
Wait, we're gonna touch that.
The Office, a classic. Absolutely going to happen. I know what this is.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not the same one.
I think the
but
best
it
question
works.
is how many figures would it have? Because
It better
like,
have every
there's
single one of them.
There's no way. Nope.
It better
They
have
would
every single one of
They
them.
would never.
At least the original
I feel
cast.
like they could, because it's such a. It seems so small compared to the other ones.
13 figures in a what called $120 set? Maybe.
That's fair. Yeah, you never know. If they keep it small and just have a bunch of figs, I think it'll be fair. As
Yeah.
opposed to a big set with a bunch of figs.
Double Helix, probably not. Let me zoom this out a little just so we can go quicker.
Yeah, let's do
X
that.
Files. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know
cool.
I mean, I know what it is, but it's I don't know anything about it. If it's too dark or not.
Eh,
Tell me if you see something you want me to stop on.
No, just keep
There's
scrolling, bro.
so many. Among Us, no.
Chocolate rain.
Yeah,
Post
I don't
office,
know.
long shit. I mean, Vikings already come out. That's
right.
yeah.
Animal Crossing potentially.
Yeah, I
That's
feel.
by
People
Tiago.
still play that?
Oh, hey.
I don't know.
Yeah, people still play that crazily.
Oh, that's cool.
Ooh,
Didn't Jabba want that one?
I don't know.
Did
But
they
I would,
merge
I'd buy
two
that.
different reviews together into one? I feel like
Me too.
I feel
I
like
don't pay
they did.
attention.
Well,
It's
anyways,
The Hobbit.
That looks like The Hobbit.
because I
Yeah, it
remember
is.
us talking about these like a long time ago, but like not all of these. were
Charlie and
in
the
that
Chocolate
one.
Factory.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen some, but some are
Yeah.
new too.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Did they merge two different review styles and or reviews into one review
Is
time?
this just the booster? What is
I don't
this?
know. What is the NASA? The NASA?
I don't know what rocket this is. Yeah.
I
It
don't
looks
know.
like the booster for the space shuttle, but it's not. They definitely need to do more trains. I still don't understand why they released one brown train and then never anymore. Now they're gonna retire that Simpsons
Krusty
Krusty
Burger.
Burger. That'd be kind of cool,
They'll
but
like come out with another train, don't you think?
I think they
but
will
like,
be.
why only release one train in 2 years and
But
then
they
like
have
have nothing?
they have 2 other trains.
See,
on
there's
sets.
the other office.
It's not
also
even.
twice.
They're just not 18 plus sets. They're city train sets.
Yeah, it's
So-
well. That what I'm thinking about, Claire, is there's like this whole line in the early 2000s of
No, I know
trains.
them. I have a lot of them. I love
Yeah.
trains. Yeah.
9 volts.
Snow White. So, there's like 7 sets here that I think legitimately should probably get in.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple good ones actually.
Yeah, there are one. The office on it twice. If it loses again, I'll be pissed.
Hmm.
And if we get the Pharaoh, this is what I think it's gonna be. Honestly, I think that's gonna be the kicker.
I think we'll get like 2, and then everyone will be upset again.
Right.
That'll be that.
Exactly.
Probably. All right. So Ryan, you want to talk about your phones?
Oh yeah, so like as a YouTuber, as someone who's supposed to like I don't have a boss, obviously, and like I don't know, it just makes it difficult. Like you have to be able to manage your time. Like everyone's got their own problems. Obviously, it's a good problem to have, but like you have to manage your own time. You have to be able to like force yourself to do things basically, or like especially when you don't want to. And so I went out and I bought 2 cell phones. Basically, because Timmy had 2 phones, I was like, Timmy, why should I call up Timmy? I'm like, why should I buy 2 phones? He basically convinced me. It's like you get a work phone and a personal phone, and you try to keep everything as separate as possible. And at the end of your work day, you put the other phone away. But I think less so than like getting rid of a work phone. I need to have the phone with all the crap on it that I spend time on not in use during the day, more so than working
That
too
makes
long,
sense.
if that makes sense.
No,
Yeah.
that makes
That's
total
my
sense. That's just
problem.
Smart. Yeah. No, that's smart.
like-
I mean, I remember I've had 2 work phones before. Claire, have you? I know you have. You're a professional. Yeah. So it makes total sense for you to have to split your communication in 2 ways, especially if you're trying to be healthy with your work life.
I got
Yeah,
2.
and like
phones.
it's more of like a I don't want to spend 3 hours on TikTok in the afternoon type of thing. It's just not good at all.
It's like helping your time
it's-
management, basically.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
really it. So I don't know. It's something new I'm trying. I've not done very good at it. I've been trying it for like 3 weeks, and
Oh, So you've been doing this,
kind of.
and has it worked at all for you?
I've done very little the way
Wow.
I envisioned originally.
So do you think that comes down to self-discipline?
Oh yeah, that's there's no other answer to that. Of course
Yeah,
it does.
for sure.
Yeah, like I'm really disciplined in some areas and really not in others. And obviously, I think it's just the temptation of, and obviously that's why TikTok is as popular as it is. Is it's just not only TikTok but a lot of other things like Instagram and YouTube, and they pull
but-
you in and you
get
don't
stuck.
you get spit,
I mean,
and when
I
you get
see-
spit out, you get spit out to another one of them. You don't get
true.
spit out and you go do things. You
No,
go,
but I see this in
oh,
a
Yeah, that's
different
true.
way, though. Like, I'm not looking at this as you having 2 phones to keep you from being on TikTok and whatnot. I see this as kind of separating business and pleasure. So, like,
That's not
you have
why
your
he
phone.
got it.
yeah, that's
I
not why I
know
got
that's
it.
not why, but looking at your growth and what the people who are out there, it might be best to have a phone for just business, like just YouTube stuff, especially if you're trying to branch out to other things. So
Right.
like to have a group of contacts of people, especially professionals that are in one phone versus one from your.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get a new
friend.
phone number though, so it's all connected like that. So that 'cause
Never
that
mind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so that doesn't
that's
really
it.
work.
That doesn't make sense then. Why did you?
Why'd you
It's
get
to
2 phones?
separate the apps, like what's
Then you
on
should've
what's
gotten
like
a
literally
phone.
on the phone.
Then you should have gotten a phone that doesn't have apps on it. They make phones specifically.
Well, that's
for
not
it.
why.
The phone.
No, that's not why I got another phone. Is to have a phone without apps. Is to have the phone with the apps that I waste the time on, and then I can just turn it off and put it away for the day. If that makes sense.
I get it.
I see. Like I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Like if I wanted a phone with no apps, I could just do that. But that's not really what I was going for.
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
wanted to be able
yeah.
to separate. Like I still want to have that stuff because it's, I don't know, it's dumb, but it's like also part of it is you still got to keep up with the latest TikTok trends if you're gonna make a TikTok. You know, you can't just.
Are you making TikToks?
Oh no, but I might one day.
So why don't you do the opposite and put all the stuff that you drown yourself in one phone, and then have a more intimate phone, like worth of apps, in your personal phone?
What do you mean intimate?
Because TikTok, you're using it as a tool, right? Whether you're on it for 2
Well,
hours or not, you're trying to find what's trending. You just said it. You're trying to find what's trending.
Okay,
So
that's just me talking because it is not what actually happens because I just go on there and scroll through crap for an hour. It's literally crap. Like maybe I'll chuckle once or twice. And it just
So if you're not making TikToks, have you thought about just like not having the app
deleting it.
until you start doing it? And I know you've
Oh,
tried.
I've thought about that. Good
It's
half
like an
dozen
addiction.
times. It's not that simple. I mean, I can delete it right now. I'll re-download it in a week. I know what'll happen. Like I've done it before. So it's
how
like
is the phone supposed to solve the issue though?
I mean, because that's a very,
having
very
it
expensive
separate,
It
not
just seems
using
like-
that phone during the day. Well, it is an expensive tool. You're not wrong, and I justified it by doing the math. And I was basically like, I also did this for buying YouTube Premium, but like essentially, it's like if I can get an extra, let's just say an hour of productivity every day because I have bought this extra $700 phone. Oh, I could easily turn that into $50,000 extra in a year or something. Like it's so more than worth it when you look at it that way. Right now, because I'm really poor with it and I haven't optimized it at all, it's not looking that way. But the idea is for it to be that.
It's almost like a work computer and a home computer. Because like I have a computer
kinda.
that has all my music stuff on it, and I have
Right.
another computer with like games and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's nice.
I don't know. I mean, I do have multiple computers right in front of me, but it's very clear what's for work and what's not.
Right.
But
Yeah,
so like,
I see the equivalent like that.
Yeah, no, I totally get what Ryan's trying to accomplish. Is at the end of the day, if your apps are on both of those phones, you're not going to be able to
Yeah, like I got to keep TikTok, Reddit, but then part of the bigger problem that I found though for me is like I'll have a lot of crossover where it's like, well, I do use Twitter to post things about new things I do, but like it's still got to be on the work phone then, and then I'll just end up spending time on it when I shouldn't be, and it becomes a bit of a conundrum there because that seems like a just off of work thing to like just scroll through Twitter, but like it ends up being something I do anyway. I don't know.
I mean,
it sounds like you need a little bit more.
I think you need 2 numbers, bro.
No. It sounds like you need a little bit more self-discipline in terms of like stuff.
Oh no, I can't disagree with
that.
that self-discipline.
Yeah, it's just not gonna. If you're not able to just like turn off an app, you're not gonna get anything done. And it's
exactly.
It's just not. It's like, and maybe there are different tools to do that with. And when I say tools, I don't mean like things to buy. I mean like, things that you can schedule into your day and like how you block yourself out, like what you do when you wake up, in the morning, how you wake up, how you plan your day out, what your routine is, all that stuff. And there's millions and millions of studies doing that. And it's incredibly important. And also like incorporating workouts into your routine and having like chemical rushes, meditations, things like that. And actually having control over yourself and your mental state is going to have a lot more productivity. So when you're thinking, $700 to $50,000, those numbers get much more exponential if you can actually have the self-discipline to be fully productive. Right. So, and I'm not talking about like self-help books and stuff like that. I'm literally talking about just like waking up and journaling for like 20 minutes or like then doing a meditation for 20 minutes and then working out for 30 minutes and then starting your day. And when you start off doing those things, just like making your bed or whatever, that ends up like having and those things change depending on the person. Right. But whatever it is, like sometimes just doing the same thing every morning over and over that doesn't have anything to do with social media will make you less likely to get on social media later.
I definitely agree. Another idea popped in my head. Like I know you have multiple accounts for your like Instagram and stuff like that. Why don't you have your personal account just on your home phone and the MNR one on your work phone? So that way when you pick up all your work stuff, all your social media stuff that you do use for, as your work was on one phone. And none of those little accounts are on your apps that are on your personal phone.
I will do that. However, I will also say part of the problem in that is still like I kind of use both accounts interchangeably to just mindlessly scroll.
That's fair.
Like I follow 700 people on my Lego account. There's just crap to look at all the time. You know, it's not good.
Yeah, you need to turn it off, bro.
It's not good.
disconnect.
Yeah, just for your own mental health, I think it'll be wise to.
Have you
do what
thought
Claire
about
said.
maybe just like doing more stuff during the day, like actually like forcing yourself? Like for me, if I have nothing to do, it's so easy to like get on my phone. But if I like schedule a workout, have plans with friends, make plans with my dad, schedule out errands, like things that like, I put on my to-do list, like go to the DMV. If I do that, if I jam pack that day in, then I don't mess around with nonsense. I'll intentionally wake up earlier to like edit a video to get my workout in or stuff like that, and it honestly, that works for a lot of people. And it's just make yourself busy, just like make stuff up. You're like, oh, you live with your parents. You're like, oh, my mom needs to go to Target. You know what? I'll just like take the grocery list and I'll go for her. Whatever. I'll just do stuff. You just like make it up. Like just add.
Don't take your phone with you.
And don't or take
That's
it.
how I live.
You need maps and stuff.
Don't take my phone with me to the store.
You don't need it.
No. Take your phone.
I already got rid of my wallet. My wallet attaches to my phone now. It's half the.
Claire, when we were growing up, we didn't have phones.
Next level.
Well, we did, but not like this.
Well, I had a phone the second I started driving for safety.
Yeah, 16. But before that, we didn't touch your phone. We had landlines.
I think
but
there's
the
something
world is
though.
also different than when we were kids.
There's something a little different though, because I feel in Ryan's case it's a little different because it's kind of his like business is social media and stuff like that, like.
Yeah, but see the
people,
problem.
their business is like being on the phone. Like for me, like if do you know what I mean? Like when I was like working like really, really full time, like there was something happening every 3 to 4 minutes. Like there was a new email coming in constantly, the new call coming in and meeting every hour. It's like constantly. I could have worked 24 hours on 24 hours for years straight and not gotten everything done. Do you know what I mean? But like,
That's my wife right now.
Yeah, you have to.
She's working 24/7.
You just have to stop. You have to stop. And trust me, I'm someone who's like really struggled with it. It's hard. I'm not saying it like in an easy way, but it's like
I don't even know if it's that I have to stop working. It's that I need to consolidate it better and be more productive with it. And like,
oh, I don't think you're working that much. I think you need.
I'm not either. No, I don't either. I think I do jack all day.
Yeah, you need to stop. When I say stop, I mean like stop dicking around on the internet.
No. I'll play Call of Duty for 6 hours. I'll sleep for 8. Sit in bed for 2. That adds up real quick.
Yeah.
So you don't feel. Oh, I was
it's
bad. Yeah, you need some self-discipline in your life.
Like, yeah, it takes some level of self-discipline, like to get where I am. I feel like, but like I've made daily videos for almost 3 years. You kind of get burnt out. Not that I feel like I'll really be burnt out. Like, I went to school every day for fucking 13 years. Can I curse on here?
Yeah.
Put it on the tally. Sorry.
Fine.
But like, you get burnt out of school, but you still go, right? For 13, and like, this is way better than school. I'll tell you that. So like, you got to find a way to make that work for sure.
Balance is a thing that a lot of people have a struggle with. I mean, I've had a struggle with it for a very, very long time. I'm like now almost 35 and I finally have it. So like, but when I rewind back into my 20s and my early 30s, like I regret not being in the moment and like not being in places where I should have been or not paying attention and just completely wasting the day. So like that's my only
goes by so fast right now.
Yeah. So that's what I think. You're gonna wake up tomorrow and you're gonna be 30. Believe it or not.
Shit.
So when that happens, like you don't want to have any regrets with things that you wish you've done, regardless of how much money you make.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, like the most important
the
most important thing that people say in their 20s is like the mistakes that they make, they don't save enough, they don't work hard enough, they don't appreciate the amount of energy that they have, and they don't appreciate being single.
True that.
Well, I got a couple of those things down, but the
because you don't answer to anybody right now.
No, I don't. It's great. The I do think I like the structuring the day or like having something to do. I think that's what I really meant. Like right now I play basketball every Wednesday, and that's quite literally, I think 6:30 Wednesday, Rhodes Park. Meet me there. Don't actually, unless you want to play basketball. Like that's the only thing I do all week that has a time to it. Or like, I guess Sunday when the Patriots play at 1:00, I'll go sit on the couch. Like other than that, like there is nowhere to be. So like
You
I
gotta make
need
more.
I need to do probably like 3 days at the gym a week, and then I need to find another softball team because I don't think our softball team is like re-upped since COVID happened, which is sad.
So if I were
So
you, this might seem dumb, but a lot of people like take a lot of satisfaction from doing like bullet journals and stuff like that, and so,
bullet journals.
or like bullet scheduling and stuff like that. So basically, what you're doing is like you take like imagine just taking blank pieces of paper and you draw out your schedule in your week, and you figure it out and you schedule stuff, and like it's like how you insert everything. And a lot of people do it by hand because it's like the
Right.
tactile
Writing
sense
it.
of doing
Yeah.
it. Writing it really helps. Like I do mine by hand and I really like it. Yeah.
I have so many papers in here that I've you have no idea.
So
I don't do the scheduling thing, but I write a
no,
lot
that's
of
like
crap
your
down.
no, that's your to-do list. It's very different. It's
Yeah.
different. Like it's like one book. You like put out the hours during the day, and then you block out times. Like if I were you and you only had one thing a week that was like scheduled, I would try to have one thing a day that's scheduled. Every single
Right.
day to have something, and then you keep being additive to it because then you're like, okay, well if I have this scheduled, that means I can't play COD for 8 hours and not do a video,
Sure.
not
Well, no, yeah, that also forces him to schedule his days better to be able to allocate things
That's
that
what
he
I would
needs
do.
to do.
That's
Yeah.
what I would do.
I got a couple good ones, good quotes that I wrote down though. I'd like to share with the class.
Go for it.
I found them. They're from Woody's gamer tag. Some
Wow.
select few people. Do you know who that is?
No, I do not.
Okay.
I just said wow.
Some people might know. He's got 1 million subs, but it's been a while. It says there's two good quotes here. It says winners never make excuses, and what are you doing to make your dreams come true? I like that second one so damn much.
Yeah,
It's like anytime I read it, it just instantly inspires me. It's like, what are you doing to make your dreams come true? Because the people
So
on the internet
maybe
giving you
like-
crap are doing nothing.
Well, okay. I
Nice.
think instead of manifesting it that way, I think you should think about a different way to do it because what's happening is like you're still giving attention to the power of the commentator and the power of like the internet masquerader or whatever.
Sure.
I think I would totally shift that, and I think the intent of that is to make sure that like you're taking steps forward towards your goals rather than like sitting and expecting things to happen to you, right? So like what you did was you liked a hobby, so you decided to go put it on the internet. Then you realized there was potential there, so you worked harder and you did it more regularly. So the thing that you actually were able to do was to just like keep doing the same thing over and over and do like the repetitive thing that's successful on YouTube, right? And you're now like a source of you're now, people have expectations for you, which is a good and bad thing, right? And so, but the problem is like now you don't know how to be successful in any other way other than that. You've theoretically been doing this thing for what, max like 4 or 5 years, like, and it's, I don't know, it's you can't, and like that like successful YouTubers and successful people outside of YouTube have to transition and shift and constantly make changes, right? So it's not going to happen.
Oh yeah, if you adapt or die, 101.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yeah. So I don't know. It's just like, I would, if you respond that well to like self-help stuff, and a lot of people do or don't, then I would like just like listen to more podcasts that aren't like, that are just about, inspiring yourself and like trying to be more positive and stuff like that. I think that might help.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
I listen to a few podcasts. It's like sports and then PKA, which is 4 hours a week of God knows what crap.
Try some Tony Robbins or something. Isn't that the guy who like
who?
Isn't that like the Power of Now or something? Is that guy?
I have no idea.
I think like a lot of people love that. That's like I don't listen to it, but it's like notoriously like embrace your goals, plan out, you know what I mean? Like kind of like be aggressive when it comes. And I think you like that stuff. So I feel like, I don't know, try to maybe surround yourself with more positive self-help speakers.
I mean, I think that sort of thing's like rooted in like, I don't know, when you used to play sports like on teams growing up, you'd listen to like music to hype yourself up, right? Like,
yeah,
not the same for everyone, but like I definitely did it. Like you just put on some like Eminem or whatever, and then you get excited for the game. That's how you do it, or how I did it.
That's a common thing.
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
Yeah, that's pretty normal. Music does a lot to your emotions.
Yeah, I mean, like for me, like
the savage soul.
It absolutely does. My favorite workouts and the way that I'm always able to structure my day is a specific, like it's a workout that's you ride to the rhythm of the music. Like it's Soul Cycle. It's like so
yes,
right.
I totally because okay, not to like harp on my motorcycle stuff, but yes, if I listen to crazy stuff when I'm on my bike, I ride like a dumbass.
Yep.
Like especially when I was on my street bike. So when I had a street bike, I always used to listen to like dubstep, and really, really like fast stuff, and it was really bad.
Yeah.
So but then when I'm on my Harley, I kind of load all out with like country, like older stuff, and it calms you down. It's not like I'm
and you totally calm down. I remember.
Yeah.
I have this like very
That's
distinct moment in architecture school. I was like listening to some techno dubstep. It was like really, really, and it was really late, and I had been working for like hours. I barely slept for like a week, and I was like making this model, and I found myself like working so much faster, and then my heart rate was going up, and then like I had the shakes just because like the music was like keeping me up. But like the workout is like so good because it's like they cater it so like it goes up and down, right? It's like
So you get the
but
drop.
yeah, exactly. But every like you sprint when the music anyway, every single beat of the music is your foot goes down, and so you're basically like dancing while you're going, and so the music like really. And then you've got a teacher yelling at you. So if you're somebody who like got inspired by music and liked having a coach yell at you, then it's like the perfect like combination. But my point is like do that. Like you can on Spotify, I think you can like set your playlist, your running music playlist to the cadence that you're running. And it's like, then you can like run faster and push yourself harder and stuff like that. And it's like, instead of doing TikTok, turn on music. And I know you love music. I've seen you like turn on music and love it. And it inspires you. Like turn it on every morning instead of looking at your phone, turn on music. Or like,
that's actually good. Yeah, I don't see that.
Yeah, like wake yourself up. And granted, you don't live alone. So you like have like people around you. That
Just blast it in the house.
No, they're all awake.
Okay, got it. But
I'm always the last one up.
Okay, well then just like put on music and just like brighten up your day, and it like feels awesome. Like there's like certain like podcasts and YouTubers that like aren't Lego related at all, but they're like really positive and they're like really fun. And I always watch those in the mornings, and I always like listen to music and stuff, and and I vacuum and I do all my chores, and Sans is like pissed at me the entire time, but like I don't care because he needs to get the fuck up, and so like it doesn't matter. It's like so like anyway.
Go be an adult and get out of the house.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like cleaning the cat litter. I'm doing dishes. I have got my and I always, by the way, like my morning routine, I should like do a whole video on this because it's like, it totally helps. I do like 3 to 4 house chores every morning so that I feel like I've already accomplished something like before like 8 o'clock.
I make my bed. That's the first thing I do is make my bed.
Exactly.
My bed too.
Yeah, there you
go. That's all I need to do for the day, and I'm done.
Done. Back on TikTok.
Yeah. But it's like, I vacuum and then I have like my coffee routine, and you should have like, I know you don't drink coffee, so maybe do like a hot.
Maybe you should.
Or no, maybe not, but whatever. But like have like your morning routine. Yeah, or have like make a juice or something like that. Have like
apple juice.
What is your routine right now? What do you do when you wake up every morning? What do you do?
This morning I woke up and I thought I don't drink. I've never drunk, but if I was gonna guess what hungover felt like, it was that. I sat in bed for like an hour, eventually rolled out.
It was just awful. Like dehydrated.
Probably dehydrated.
Yeah, well, that's
Were you dizzy?
That's what being hungover is. Oh,
yeah.
I was just like not feeling like moving. I was up to like 5 a.m. No.
Being hungover is dizzy.
I was just high. I was just dead.
You were high. You're high.
Yeah,
okay, that's cool. I didn't know that was legal in Florida yet, but it's all good.
Yeah, I was just dead. But I don't know. I eventually got up. But like, I don't really have a routine, which is definitely but like so. I've been also noticing Brikx doing 5 a.m. live streams last 2 out of 3
o'clock in the morning for me. No, that's 2 o'clock in the morning for me.
So I didn't know he was doing. I don't know how long he's been doing these, but I found it 3 nights ago and I saw it, and so I sent him $5 and I was like, "This is my like swear jar essentially, but for being up at 5 a.m." But at first he thought I was up early at 5 a.m. So he's like gassing me up, like, "Ryan, I'm so proud of you. You're up fighting the day early, getting stuff done." And I'm like, stop now. This is making me feel bad. So every time I'm up at 5 a.m. and I see a stream, I'm sending $5 now to make myself stop being up at 5 a.m. But I have melatonin. I like the melatonin. It helps you fall asleep. Like I just take 1 2.5 milligram gummy. I don't know if you guys have ever.
No. I have to take it because of my insomnia. I take trazodone. So I used to take melatonin, but it didn't work.
No.
Yeah,
dude, I love it.
It's different people. Yeah, it doesn't do much for me.
I don't take it often. Maybe just once a week, maybe. You know, like sometimes I go a few weeks without it, but like when I want to go to sleep, it'll put me right out. It's awesome.
You should have a beer.
No,
No, I'm just kidding.
Maybe
I was
in
kidding.
California.
Yeah. Oh no! When you come here, we're definitely having a beer, and I don't care if you drink it or not. But I'm definitely buying you one.
You say you're definitely buying me one.
I'm
I'm
definitely
buying one,
buying
and it
one.
might sit there and go to waste, and I might.
No, it won't go to waste. Either he drinks it or I will. But either way, I'm not letting beer go to waste. But yeah, you will drink at least one beer.
Yeah, probably
But-
what to do.
We'll take you to like a brewery.
Yeah, you
Yes.
got to get a good one.
Yeah, you gotta get. I'll take you to get a good beer that you might enjoy.
Do they have any cherry flavored beers?
He's not
They
gonna like
do.
anything. He's just gonna.
I need a fruity girl drink.
You gotta get him
Dude,
a
I'll-
cider.
You should get Angry
Mango
Orchard.
cart. I'll give you the mango cart. I love. That's my
Oh,
I don't know
favorite
what that
fruity
is,
drink.
but
It's like okay. It's like a hef. Okay, you don't even know.
It's not
what
gonna
that
like
is.
a
no,
half.
that's not gonna help me. Yeah.
No,
You're
it's
not
not
gonna know what
gonna
it
like
is.
a half. It's like it tastes like a sandwich. You're gonna like. I think
Man,
you're
let's said it like that.
you're gonna like a cider. I think like a fruity like a.
Oh, he wants
like
like that.
like
That's
a-
what I was
need a
thinking.
blonde?
Angry Orchard.
That's
yeah,
fair.
an Angry Orchard or like a Limbeck or Limebeck. I can't remember. It was like something I used to drink when I was like 18. What
Just give him a seltzer.
A Four Loco.
Oh, oh,
or like a White Claw or something. Yeah.
yeah. Give him a White Claw. Let's see what he does. All right.
Ain't
Just
no
the
laws when
ones.
you got claws.
Okay, and just like a disclaimer, like I don't even drink really anymore, and like Ninja doesn't even really drink that much, right? And it's
Every day now,
I'm
ever since I
supposed to
got
be
those
chilling
Angry
out on it.
Orchards. No,
Yeah, I chill out.
those are really good. They taste like apple juice.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. No, I haven't gotten drunk. I think in a very long time. I mean, years has been since I've been drunk. I haven't done any illicit drugs since my kids were born. So I've been, aside from alcohol, that's the only drug I take, and my prescribed meds.
well, we can fix
Hmm.
that. Dang, no, I'm just kidding.
Nah, man, not till my kids are older.
Right.
Not till my
The
kids are older.
the other thing I did, which I don't think any of you guys have done, because you guys are on a much smaller scale though. Like for YouTube, is I hired somebody to edit my vlogs. I am so.
Is that a
biased.
thing? Is that done? Is that what you're doing?
Oh yeah,
now?
it's already
For
happened.
both?
Like, I've already had 2 done from
Oh,
Mateo
okay.
Hans. Yeah,
Oh, so Mateo's doing it.
There you go.
yeah. He said he. I brought it up to him, and he was like, "It's always been my dream to edit vlogs, edit your vlogs."
Did he mean it or not?
I think he did mean it. I think he just he's done my gaming stuff for a while now.
But the thing is like
And I think he just always really wanted to do the vlogs, and so when I offered, he was like all over it.
so
Well, you're
now
also
that,
getting raw footage.
now that you're paying somebody to do it, do you find yourself more motivated to take the footage
Yeah, I think so. I think it makes me want to
And
do it
then-
better because
and
like
then also
you-
do other stuff too? You know, like
Yeah.
Time free.
like you can't like I can't send him crap and expect him to make it good. That's just not going to happen. Like I couldn't do that either. So
no,
but,
but
like-
also like, are you like, oh, okay, well now that I'm like paying someone to take this like load of time off my hand, I need to be spending it wisely. Do you think
it's
that?
only been a couple weeks. I haven't really thought about it, but yeah. Well, it's also not. It's like I hadn't been like for the last month. I hadn't even been bothered to edit a vlog, so it's not like you know what I mean. It's not like
Got
I'm gaining any time that I didn't technically already have. I'm just actually making money from footage that
You're
I
just
was
getting-
already filming, if that makes sense. Like by having the content go up.
Got
So
it.
it's there. I still think the vlog channel has a real high ceiling. I look at that like with some real potential, and like I don't know how the hell to do it, but I know that it is no coincidence that the channel has 75,000 subscribers now, which is absurd. But like, I mean, it could very like I still find it crazy that it has that many subs, I guess. But it's because like in my head it was always so secondary to everything, but it's not really that. Like it could very much be a thing, like a big
Well,
thing.
I mean, vlog channels can be
No,
huge,
that, yeah, I know. That's why I look at it very
Yeah.
excitedly.
and it's
I just need to get away from the Lego stuff there.
well, yeah, like I'm nowhere near like you know where you are, but like my vlogs are absolutely the most successful thing on my channel by far, and like even like on a much smaller scale, you know, and it's like
Right.
people are just I think there's something nosy about it, but also like also it's like it's invasive in just like an appropriate way that it makes you feel like you get to know the person, and it's exactly what I think social media does, which is like make you feel like you're connecting with other people.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I
it's
totally see
like
that.
right, it like epitomizes like what social media is, and especially for you know during the pandemic and stuff like that. I
Mhm.
think like especially like not being able to go into your friends' homes or like meet new people and stuff like that. And like vlogs kind of do that in a very like safe and controlled way, especially if you're
Yeah, I was
in,
gonna say, you said
you
it's
know,
invasive, but it's like very controlled. Like you choose
Yeah.
what people's. It's not like they're peeping through your window or something.
No.
Yeah.
It's totally controlled, but in the right way. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like it's a vulnerability that like I think is really nice, and which is probably why, Ryan, a lot of people who watch your vlog channel tend to like you more fundamentally as a person, because you're actually showing like who you are rather than like the M and like there's Ryan and then there's M and right?
Except for the one time I got really mad at McDonald's for screwing up my chicken nuggets or something.
Well, that's because you.
But to be fair, like it's not like you're human. You're allowed to be angry. You're allowed to be pissed off, and that's one of the things that I get really upset with people like,
That was like 3 years ago.
No, but still though, like I get really upset when people hold things over people's heads for something stupid like that. It's because have you not been?
Oh no!
pissed
Not
off
only
at
is it
something
stupid,
you
it's
think?
like it's
Like-
not like I'm sitting there yelling at somebody in the drive-through window. I'm in my car just
No.
venting to a camera. Like it's
Yeah,
not
you're
hurting
venting.
anybody.
People know that you're like really not confrontational in any way whatsoever.
Yeah, apparently not. Well, the people that don't like me don't, I guess. But like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
just like,
it's
like, bro, how do you mess up my chicken tender or something? I was like real peeved about it. I can't even remember what it was.
but you will
yeah.
never tell them. You'll never send. Oh, have you ever sent food back? I'm just really curious.
No.
Yeah. I
No.
think I've sent food back like a total of 4 times in my life. I'm very uncomfortable about it. The only time it was once was quite literally inedible. There was so much salt, I couldn't eat it. I
well, yeah,
couldn't
that's
eat
why
the
you didn't eat
chicken.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, and then
Oh.
another time was they brought me like the wrong thing or something like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
fair.
like that's
That's fair.
no.
That's fair.
But like
I'm very confrontational, so
I know, yeah, you are. Yes, you are.
I
But
will
there's, like,
definitely tell you when you. But no, but not in a bad
The
way. though.
biker
I'm
gang
more-
is gonna roll up.
Yeah, I'm very tactful. I'm the so out of my club, right? I'm the one that kind of sits back and waits for the opportune moment to hit you. Like I won't just like be in your face.
Strategic.
Like yeah, I'm very strategic. That's how I've
these
survived
are
so
not
long. and kept my
real
thing.
life. These are not real life like scenarios that a lot of us can relate to. Try.
Yeah, I'm not trying to
No,
hit
no, no,
anybody.
This is like no, but this is like I
you
go
know
about
you're
this
like
in a
in
lot
a
of other ways.
brawl with your
I'm
bike
not really
gang.
saying I'm gonna fight, right? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in other ways. Like let's say someone wrongs you at work. I'm not gonna be straight up with you unless I really need to be. Like I will be like, okay, I'll just save that, and then I'll hit you with it later, and it's gonna
Like-
hurt 10 times more. You know what I mean? Like
choosing your battles almost.
yes, I choose my battles a lot. Like if I know, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm trying to get.
There's like time and place for that. Like for in professional environments, like I have
Mhm.
found that you like sit and be quiet. You actually, as like, in, for the demographic that I fill, it ends up being worse, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So,
You need to
yeah.
definitely stand up for yourself.
And so you immediately need to say something, which is like, very difficult in its own sense. But
Like yeah, definitely. And don't be passive about what you talk about. Or that you need to defend yourself. Like always be with your foot forward. Like what I've been trying to tell people, like at least youngsters, like when you're ever being corrected, whether it's done right or wrong,
Mhm.
like don't be apologetic about it.
oh yeah, that's
Acknowledge the problem and just keep and move on. That's it.
yeah. Be like, sounds good.
So-
I'll work on that.
Yes, exactly. Clean cut, done. And then you'll get more respect for it, and especially if you actually follow through with what you're supposed to be doing. So little advice from
Little
some
shy advice.
yeah, a little advice. But going back into what we were saying, I think a lot of people just the reason why I think a lot of people like your vlogs is because they like you.
Right.
So like I think that's the reason why your
The same
vlogs
with
sound
the
so well.
Q&A series, I think. I am still shocked that series does as well as it has done. Like, I'm at like 194 episodes of. I maybe missed like 4 weeks in.
Well, see, that's the thing.
4
People like to
years.
interact with you. Like you. Since I've known you, and I've said this before, like a bajillion times, like you are very like open to anybody, no matter how big you are. Like you
Yeah.
don't need 100,000 subscribers to interact with you. You can literally have 2 subscribers. If you find them interesting, you want to communicate with them.
Yeah. No, I've made friends that don't even make YouTube channels that watch my
Exactly.
channel. Like it's just like cool people, you know.
Exactly.
Like
And you make the time for people that are not even close to your level either. Like you just made a post. You just want to, be on other people's podcasts, people that you don't even know, not even the subject that you specialize in. And like, for example, that's the Snap one. And you
so
just,
good. I love
yeah,
that.
you'll
I want to do
story
it
stuff.
again.
I think that's like what a lot of people fail to see about you is that you are a genuine person. And I'm not trying to blow smoke up
Right.
your ass. I'm like, I genuinely think you are. Claire's seen it like hand on, like, okay, I'm gonna let you describe it. Like how you saw him interact with his fans, right?
Did,
you-
and I see how he is with like his friends, like myself and Sam.
Yeah, like I'm an a-hole to my friends.
You're not an angel. I mean, but like
No, an a-hole.
But like
Same thing.
That's the fun of it. Once
But
you're
I'm
friends,
also
you can
gonna
just be
be-
mean to them because it's funny.
no, not at
Right.
all. But I'm also like the first one to tell you when I think you've like said something stupid online.
There's a lot of stupid things online.
Yeah, or
Yeah, that's the point of the internet. I thought.
or yeah, sometimes, or that you portrayed yourself poorly, or you didn't do yourself justice, or you
Yeah,
disrespected somebody, or a
a lot.
demographic, or something like that.
You
Because-
pissed off Claire today.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I mean, to each their own, and I don't think I think if people have seen your content and they like don't like it, then they shouldn't watch it, and it's really that simple. But like, if they don't, but there's like what is it called when like you hate someone and you love to watch their content? There's like
Hate watching.
whatever it is. It's like there's something about that with the internet that like there's people that and you
Your
have
haters watch you the most
you've
and the
like
closest.
you have like that kind of group of audience. Not everybody has that, but you get to a certain size and that ends up happening. I think.
Oh, there's one guy, Wings of Redemption. Have you guys ever heard of this guy?
No.
No, but is he one of the people that intentionally makes himself hateful and so people love it?
No, he is a
That's not like avocado,
self-pity 400-pound Call of Duty YouTuber. Failed at one time. He was like a top 100 YouTuber on the platform. This was like 10 years ago, but still, you can see where the roots were. He has been one of the biggest failures over the 10 years, and it's very interesting to watch because basically his entire audience is made up of people that dislike him or that think he's an absolute buffoon, and it's really fun. It's kind of funny. It's kind of sad because I kind of sympathize with the guy, but like he's also not doing himself a lot of favors. Like,
Right.
But that was his intentional target, right? That was like the
that is
direction-
not what that is not what he's looking
Oh.
for. But he
It
deals
just
with
happened.
the harassment on the daily,
That
and
sucks.
like
That's not healthy.
well, there's a whole it's not. There's an entire sub community that is bigger than the community of actual fans of Wings of Redemption, who has like 500,000 subscribers at this point. It's been a plateau for a decade, but like a whole sub community of people that just make content memeing on him of the things he does on stream that are just insane. And like if you look him up, Wings of Redemption, that's what you'll find. And it's like all these channels that just make fun of him 24/7. It's bad. It's really bad, but it's not
he didn't mean to get there. It was not.
well, he didn't mean to get there, but he has certainly not done anything to curb that over the course of literally a decade. So you can see where
He's accepted that that's his audience, and kind of, I guess he's like mine as well.
I think, and I've seen this opinion shared through, a podcast to listen to. If he were to play into it more, he would make even more money. Like a lot of
Take
his
advantage of it,
thing is like Wings of Redemption, rages on stream, breaks controller, throws controller across room, breaks PlayStation, whatever it is, and if he played into that, he'd do a lot better. But he wants to be something he just can't be for a myriad of reasons. But yeah, I don't know, just an interesting difference of like communities on the internet. Some of these people are brutal. They like SWAT him and stuff. So there's definitely a level to it where it's gone too far.
That is like a potential for someone who would be potential for self-harming. I could see that.
If he was going to harm himself, he would have already done it. He's been through so much crap.
It can take 1 day. It can take 20 years.
I suppose, but he has been through a lot. I just would be shocked at this point.
It's just not healthy to have a very negative audience.
No,
Oh, yeah.
no. I think I'm lucky. I think because
You don't have that. That's
no,
not-
I don't.
You
No,
definitely
not at
have
all.
haters, that's for sure. You
No,
definitely have
yeah, I think everyone does though.
Oh,
But like
no,
I
you
have
a lot.
so many amazing people that watch my videos, and like every person, like I met like 10 people last time I was at the Lego store. Just like spent an hour talking to everybody. It was awesome. Like I cannot like put that into words, like how great of an experience that is. But I'm not somebody that likes to put those things into words. I just like experience those things. I personally think they're great, and I don't like say it very well.
Yeah.
But like it really is. Like it's just amazing. So-
There are some times where like as Claire's mentioned, like I'm like, really, Ryan? Did you say that?
Yeah.
And then in the back of my mind, I'm like, if he would have said this in a different way or approached it in a more more not necessarily beneficiary to you, but like in just a different way, it would have gone 10 times further.
Yeah.
Just the way you articulate some of the things you've said, like for example, the Just Too Good video against the debate you guys had. I understood your viewpoints. I get where you were coming from, but I was just like, oh, dude, Ryan, you don't sound good right now. Like it just doesn't sound good. And I know how you talk. I know who you are. So that's the difference between like me watching that video versus like all your haters watching your videos who are gonna capitalize on this on how you said that.
That's the best content they've watched all month.
Damn.
It probably is.
This is your coping mechanism, though, but it's not healthy, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Like what I'm trying to put out there is that Claire and Sans and any of your friends that you actually kick it with have seen you interact with people. Like they've seen how you treat your friends, and although your vlogs do show a good portion of that, I don't think a lot of people see it or acknowledge it. And that's what I wanted to kind of talk about is like you definitely have a good side, a good persona that you don't project.
Well, it's just like I think at a fun here, and like let's just like not let you talk for another minute or so, but like I think at the fundamental level, like you don't want to hurt people. You really don't.
No,
you don't, and you don't enjoy offending people, and you're not confrontational.
Not anymore.
And no, but I think there's like, I think I'm excited to see how you continue growing over the course of your life on this platform.
I think,
I
honestly,
definitely.
well, yeah, it's weird. So you mentioned being single earlier. I think that is good and bad. Like, I think part of that with like having a rock, I guess, emotionally, but also like part of it is freeing, where like I don't answer to anybody, and I can do what I need to do when I need to do it, wherever I need to be to do it, like whatever the case is. Like there's a lot of pros and cons to that sort of stuff, but like the emotional side of it, I guess, is the biggest con, or the lack thereof.
Yeah, because you don't have that. You don't have the support network. It's like you don't have. It's like when you stop, like when you get off the online, and if it's like a negative day, outside.
Like
of
I don't tell my mom about this stuff. Like I'm not,
Right. Yeah. No, and you have your friends, and obviously like we love being here for you and stuff like that, and that's what we're here for, and we appreciate it. But at the same time, FYI, your partner is not supposed to be your therapist. I would like to also.
What if they are a therapist though?
Even more so that they definitely should not be therapizing you. Yeah, exactly. You got it. Like, so I think a lot of mistakes that people make. Yeah, it's like your partner is not. I made this mistake, and I'm sure we all have here. But like your partner is not supposed to like be the bearer of all your weight and all the problems that you have. They're supposed to be supportive of you and like help you do that and like help you get through that. But like there's stuff that like you like Shy doesn't put all his like PTSD stuff on Venus, and you can't do that because that's not fair to her, right?
I did, and that's why we broke up.
Yeah, exactly.
Like in our 20s.
Yeah,
like came back on Iraq, I was stupid, and that exactly what you just said right there. A pure example is me technically, because Venus left me because of that. It's because I did speak a lot of what was well, actually, I take that back. I didn't say anything at all. I was completely blank.
But you were dependent on her for probably a lot.
Yes. I expected a lot more, but like I didn't tell her anything, so it wasn't fair to her whatsoever. So I did her wrong in that aspect. But yes, exactly what Claire's saying. They're not supposed to be the bearer of your weight. They are the ones that's supposed to hold you when you fall, but they're not supposed to like stand there as your chair,
hold you up. Yeah, and the thing is like you'll learn this on your own, and like no matter what we say, it doesn't matter. But like you have to experience these things. Like I remember, and everybody's thing is different. Like obviously, like I didn't go through what Shy did, but like I had severe abandonment issues and stuff from like my mom being sick my whole life, and also deep insecurity. And I remember my first like really serious relationship. I thought it was the responsibility of my partner to like try to make me feel better about myself. That is like. Ugh. That is awful. And then you end up being if you're insecure, you end up being in a relationship with someone you don't even really like, and they just like make you feel better about yourself. And it's just like, so, there's, just, take advantage of the fact that a lot of your friends are like, old as shit, older than you. We're not that old. We're not that old. No, we're not that old. But
I'm old.
Damn.
I'm
Yay.
kidding.
Oh,
Hi.
poor
I thought we were getting another Doc Samson shout out.
Yeah, I know. No, but he like speaking of old though, it must be nice to have like a wraparound porch. Can we talk about
I
it?
know, right? Have you seen his house?
A wraparound porch.
Have you
Yeah,
not
like
seen his
the
house?
porch goes all the way around. It looks awesome. I texted him. I was like, "It looks like a hotel for us." Oh, he's like,
Yes.
"It is."
I'm like,
Yes.
bro, that needs to be all right. Next Brick Fair, Virginia. That we're having a party, bro.
He's got a
Party at
huge-
Hives.
Oh, Hive, not dog.
Hi. No,
Yeah,
hi.
we switched.
Hive's
It
new
switched.
house. Yeah, I was like, "We're
His
not." staying at the
basement's the
hotel.
size of my living room, and kitchen,
Yeah.
and dining
Yeah.
room together.
That's what I was
Anyway.
gonna say, like that Lego room.
It's crazy.
All right, sorry,
Yeah.
diverted. Go back to Ryan.
No,
You gotta move
yeah,
out of
what I'm
LA.
saying is like, you know,
That
you know,
part.
I hope the best, you know, for you, and I do want to, you know, as much shit as I give you, you know, I think you're a good person, buddy. You're a good person.
Oh,
He's gonna
I already
cry.
knew that. No, I'm not.
No, it's
I
not.
am.
Just gave you a
the
Oh, okay, so
only
that's
thing,
goal
the only
one
thing
day.
that makes me cry is thinking of my dead grandmother.
Oh,
Is that
that's
good?
it.
shoot.
That's
Really?
probably the only.
Shit
God damn
just
it.
got rigged.
That's probably
Oh,
the
shoot.
only. That's probably the only thing.
I'm
that,
sorry.
That makes me sad. Like genuinely sad. Like I mean, like there's plenty of things that are sad in the world, but like that actually makes me emotionally upset is that that's the worst thing that like ever happened to me. It's like just by far.
That's pretty fair.
Yeah.
I'll hold that
I mean,
again.
you've had a pretty good life, and the fact that you
Yeah.
had a good relationship with your grandma is like, you know, wonderful thing, and it sucks.
Well, I mean, another part of it was how quick it was. Like, it was one summer. It was in like July.
Yeah.
She like, you know, I remember walking around Toys R Us or whatever, and she's like, "I need a cart to walk or something," like, because like her stomach hurt.
Yeah.
Apparently, like a week later, she's got stomach cancer, and then in November, gone.
Boom. Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
just terrible.
It makes you
So-
appreciate the time that you're supposed to be having.
It's terrible. Yeah, but at least like she didn't. This is coming from. I'm trying to be glass half full about it. And to be fair, this is on theme. Yesterday was actually the anniversary of my mom's death. It's been 6 years, and she was quite the opposite of your grandmother. She got diagnosed when she was 39 years old with a brain tumor, and basically suffered for almost 30 years dealing with it on and off. Couldn't have more kids. Like a whole thing. I was 2. It was like a whole thing.
Right.
So, I would say as I got to have her for like a lot longer in my life, you know, obviously into like, you know, my late 20s and stuff like that. But, you know, she suffered a lot, and it sounds like, you know, stomach cancer is horrific and it's incredibly painful and awful, but at least it's quick, you know, it's, I don't know. I don't know.
I
How
don't
to-
think there's a preferable.
No,
It's
no.
it's just have something no matter what.
No,
I
yeah,
don't
no.
think there's a winning side to that.
Well, I think what's insane is that like everybody knows somebody like to first degree that's like suffered from cancer, and it like
Oh,
sucks.
yeah.
It's like a massive epidemic, and you know what I mean. It's like
Well, that's
I-
why baseball does stand up to cancer. Except I heard a really funny Bill Burr
Mhm.
rant about it though. That guy's hilarious. He's like,
Bill
I
Burr's
was
funny.
watching the baseball World Series, and then in like the 7th inning, they all just stop and they stand up to cancer like it's gonna do anything. I'm like, yeah, not wrong.
I know, no, that I agree. That stuff is like okay,
What
cool.
do you
I'm
do?
glad we're all standing. Like now, let's
Yeah, it does absolutely nothing. I'm
like
sorry.
maybe like
I
put your
get it,
beer and
but
your hot dog down and your tobacco, but like maybe, but still,
That
Yeah,
would be
sorry,
the
man.
more proactive thing to do.
right. Yeah,
fair.
no.
See, you are human, dude. It's okay to have
Hey,
emotions. It's okay to be
The only
angry,
robot
and
is
all that
Mark
stuff.
Zuckerberg.
Oh, nah, he's not doing too well right now.
I'm sure he's
No.
fine.
I
Yeah,
thought what's her
that's
name,
fine.
the Theranos lady. She's also kind of robotic.
I don't know about that.
Nobody.
No.
Oh, my God.
No
I have
idea.
no,
who-
I have no idea what was that.
Oh,
Maybe-
okay, you guys should watch it. I'll send you a link, but it's like this. They did a very good docu-series essentially on it. But basically, like Theranos is this like massive startup that was like doing excellent. They got tons and tons of funding, and they basically like the CEO, she was like, you know how basically when you go get a blood test, they take like vials and vials and vials to do like a full metabolic scan. And she was like, no, I just want to be able to do it with like the prick of a finger. So like people could do it at home. It could be faster.
Right.
It could be more intuitive and stuff like that. And she kind of like twisted the truth of the success and stuff like that. And she has been used as a scapegoat for a lot of like startups that have like not done well, where like, you know, big
Oh, yes. This is vaguely familiar.
yeah, I think you guys would actually all find it really fascinating. She's also very weird. Her mannerisms are a little atypical. So a lot of people have villainized her for it, which is not fair, at all. But she's done some weird stuff. She's done some really weird. Anyway, she's on trial right now.
Oh,
Yes,
so this
yes.
is like deep into the.
Okay.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I'd watch about it. Send me a link.
I will. I'll send it.
Almost
But I thought you don't have Netflix anymore or whatever.
I do. I rebought it to watch Squid Games. I need to end it now that I
God.
thought about
Is
it.
that-
I literally just on a dime. I was watching a TikTok. It's like Squid Games is good, and I'm like, okay.
let's watch it.
I
Yeah.
couldn't.
Talk
I
about
fell
being
asleep.
influenced so easily.
I
Yeah,
fell
no,
asleep.
really.
I couldn't hang.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
I stayed up till 3 a.m. watching 3 episodes. Woke up the next morning and watched like the last 7 with the entirety of the next day.
We
Or
just
Maybe I
started
missed the good stuff. I don't know.
we just started it. It's what I expected it to be, but it's got some twists that I wasn't expecting.
Oh
You
yeah,
know?
most definitely. Yes.
I don't know what it is about
I'm gonna say
English
nothing.
dubbed movies.
Oh, it
But
took
they're
me
just
like 30 minutes to figure out that it was dubbed.
Yeah, it's just something about that. It's just like comedy.
Yeah, you don't need to
me.
read. Yeah,
Ours
Like,
isn't
this is
done.
automatically a comedy.
Wait, you're reading it?
Yeah, of
you
course.
could change it on
No,
Netflix.
why would you do that to yourself?
We don't. Well, I'm not telling Sans. I would prefer not to.
Why would you not want to have it like?
Good thing he doesn't watch this.
I never watch anything dubbed. I always read it. I always read subtitles
Why don't you just read a book then?
because you can't hear tone in different languages.
That is true.
See, that's why the dub makes it so funny to me. I'm like, this is weird. Yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't watch it
I don't know.
like that.
I
Maybe you should watch
enjoyed
it with
so
the
much
Korean.
more.
I like it. I also like.
It's Korean, right?
I'm not gonna lie. It's
Doesn't
actually,
matter if you can't understand it.
It's made me, no, but it's made me learn. It's made me learn a lot of languages. Probably, I would say. I mean, I have an
Yeah.
ear for it. You can pick them up pretty quickly, but like
Yeah, you speak like what? How many languages?
like 6.
There you go. See,
Yeah. Yeah.
Ryan speaks 1.
I took
No,
3
but-
years of Spanish that
No, no,
the
no.
government paid for.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely like I can. My mom was like, "What is it when you can speak like a ton of languages called?"
I forget. Multilingual.
No, it's like something file. Like she could pick it up. She could like travel somewhere for 2 weeks and like pick it up.
Is she a linguist?
No.
Couldn't she been? At that point, I
Um,
mean, if you definitely pick up language, that's pretty cool.
I think with modern technology, I mean, obviously the desire to like learn a new language is kind of cool, like for people that want to do that and like invest themselves in like actually learning that and the culture and everything. But like honestly, with my phone and Google Translate, like it doesn't. Like I wouldn't need it to go somewhere, versus like 20 years ago you would need it if you want to go somewhere and be able
That's
to survive,
fair.
or you need a translator.
I think it depends where. There's definitely places that I've gone to in recent years that like in the Philippines, like not a lot of people speak English.
Right.
Like in certain parts of it, like yeah, in Manila, of course, but like we went to like some small towns and it was like I had trouble. It was like really hard.
No. English
Yeah.
is a second language of the Philippines, but it's the universal language of the Philippines because there's like
But-
50
But
million
it's
languages.
quite, yeah,
But-
it's quite
yeah,
literally
there's-
taught in schools there, but and
Yeah,
still people
but you don't
know
use it.
Yeah,
You don't only the educated uses it.
exactly. And it's like, but there are like you can go to a lot of the world. You can go to Israel. You can go to all of Europe. Everybody speaks English. Most of like South America speaks English, but you just can't go to remote parts of it. You have to
No, you can't. Yeah, no, I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Like if you could survive off English alone, just don't sound American.
Ugh.
No, well, unfortunately, we've got some Orlando blue blood in there.
Yeah, it sounds difficult.
It's
No?
Not so easy.
What I mean, I
I
Put
can do
in
a
5
Russian
years.
accent with an American,
yeah, you like your Borat accent.
Hello, my friends, FPS Russia today.
Oh, this guy's
Wow.
Russian.
They'll fall for it. They won't even know.
I'm sure.
they'll start talking to you in Russian.
Yeah. Actually, that's a bad idea. Yeah.
It's just talk to them English. But
Like,
Not
oh, this
good.
is the guy we've been looking for.
Right.
is this the MNR production?
Jesus. No.
No, that was bad. Oh, that was bad.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
terrible.
I don't have
That's
much
horrible.
desire to leave the country. I'm gonna be honest. Someone asked me like on my Twitch stream the
Mhm.
other day, like if you could live in another country, would you, or where would you live? I'm like, I wouldn't. Like, why would I don't. I really like America.
Yeah,
Very
that's what
comfortable here, and I don't want to
good
leave.
propaganda does. Yeah, totally. It's really good.
Whoa! What do you mean propaganda? This place is amazing.
It is amazing. I love it.
Dude.
I love it. But it's also good. There's other places I love too, but I love it here.
Oh yeah, I mean, realistically, other than Canada being cold as hell, it's pretty close to America, so fair enough.
Canada's great. Australia's great. The Scandinavian countries are great.
My favorite country.
Yeah.
I want to retire in Spain.
No, not everything works there.
No, it doesn't. But I like Spain.
Oh, me too.
Oh yeah, you went there. You were there for a while. Yeah.
But
no? Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
What's a little bit? Like a year?
No, just like a few months, probably like 3 months. But I've gone a lot. I mean, look, I love traveling. It's like my favorite thing. I think my favorite thing about traveling, it makes you appreciate home, but then it makes you like it makes you have. And people are like, well, that's so stupid. Like, why you don't need to appreciate home to leave. And you kind of do it. It makes you realize like certain things, like, I don't know, but then also like, I love eating and I love trying different foods. And like, that's not, you don't really like that. And so like, it's like, that is like a huge part of traveling. But then I also love like history and architecture, and that's like a big part of it. But then also like, there's different kinds of traveling. There's like pools, and like oceans and like swimming and like outdoor adventures and like hikes and, paragliding. And, there's so many different ways to travel that's like, you can find one that works for you. And like there's people that only like to travel where there are Disney parks, and there's people that only like to travel where there's, whitewater rafting, and it, everybody's all over the place.
I mean, you need to go to a Lego house, right?
The worst part about whitewater rafting is how cold the water is. It's so bad.
Awful. It's awful.
I don't know if I want to go to the Lego house.
You don't? Why not? I just want to go there to try the coffee.
Is that a topic for another day?
I just don't think I want to go anymore.
Well, right now, we can acknowledge this time as not being a positive one, and that's okay. And as relationships go, it's okay.
Yeah, maybe something changes in the future, but unless it does, I'm good. I don't want to spend thousands of dollars to go to Denmark and go to this place. I could spend thousands of dollars and go to Boston. I've been dying to go to a city so bad. Like, I was in Orlando yesterday, downtown Miami last week. Downtown Miami, Brickell City Center, and like, I'm just like really wanting that experience so bad, but
life and
it's so expensive.
And then why are you trying to buy a house in the suburbs?
Because I can't actually live in the city with all of my stuff.
Oh, that's fair.
Well, what if you became a vlogger and then you didn't need a lot of stuff and you were just a vlog channel?
Well, if my vlog channel starts making more than my main channel,
maybe you should start traveling and doing more interesting things. And so,
MNR travels.
Oklahoma.
Make me like your country.
We're going tornado chasing today. That's what I'm gonna do.
Like, all right, Croatia.
Love that TV show.
Prove me wrong.
Croatia. Okay, Mateo's not gonna like this, but I looked up Croatia. I think I told this to Sans. I was like, I looked up Croatia, and all of the pictures of Croatia are of this one very beautiful like city on the like coastline, right?
The Mediterranean,
and nothing else. I was like, why is there nothing else on Croatia? So I'll leave it up to interpretation what that might mean about the rest of Croatia. But
wow,
I hope it's beautiful. There were no other pictures of Croatia, and it just like led me to believe that this is the only good spot in Croatia, is this beachside like paradise. Prove me wrong.
You need to make that a series and call it that.
Does Croatia suck?
And be completely flabbergasted by what you see and experience over there. It might be really funny.
I think you would like it. I think most times that you go out of your comfort zone, you end up having a good time.
Yes, I can do it for American cities first.
Okay, yeah, we'll do American cities. We got to get you to California first.
Once they lax all their COVID stuff,
you just have to wear a mask in some places. That's pretty much it.
I'm fine with that, but
that's it. No, literally, that is it. Like,
okay, that's it. Whatever.
Everything's open. Like, well, at least in LA, everything's like open. I mean, yeah, you have to sit outside as opposed to inside in some places. Everyone has to wear a mask. Come on, we're filling up stadiums right now. Like,
yeah, I was just at the Suns game last night.
Yeah, exactly. So
you're talking about in California, though.
I'm talking about California. Like, the Dodger Stadium's like filled. Like, I'm at the gym running next to 15 people less than 6 feet away from me. So it's like, it's literally like, I don't see it as bad as it was before. Yes, you have to like maintain 6 feet. Yeah, no one does. But everyone's wearing a mask.
I always thought it was really funny when the supermarkets put the arrows on the floor and then nobody listened.
Nobody followed
this.
Nobody follows it. I don't know how it is in San Francisco. So Claire also said it's not that way over there, but at least here in LA County,
you just have to be vaccinated. If you want to
be vaccinated.
If you want to eat inside, you have to be vaccinated. That's all.
There you go. So for Hamilton, we had to provide the Pantages made you, that was a requirement, provide either a negative COVID test within the past couple of days or your vaccine cards.
Right.
Whatever.
Interesting.
That comes with the territory. But aside from that, I mean, it feels like it's almost business as usual. Almost. Here.
I think it's getting better. The reports are getting better and better and stuff. I don't know. Like my friend and I are planning her wedding. I mean, we're going so long now. I feel like people don't give two shits about this, but like we're planning my friend's wedding, and you know, for those that are still here, high five. Special shout out to you. Come hang out with us at Brick Fair, Virginia,
Brikx LA.
or Brikx LA. Yeah, Brikx LA, January 8th in Pasadena, and there'll be lots of.
That was Brickfest in Pasadena.
Brickfest is November.
Brikx LA is in Pasadena too.
Yeah.
Oh,
they're in the same exact convention hall.
Scratch what I said.
That's bad for business. I need a Brikx LA deal. I don't know who I need to talk to.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
Her name's I forget her name. Starts with an A.
It'd be cool if you like got like a YouTuber table or something like that. Even if like maybe don't make it like about. I know you want to get a sponsorship.
I don't like the idea of having like a here's my table and it's just me. I just feel like it's so weird still. And I don't want to be the center of attention as much as people might think I want to be. Like I do not want to be like on my own pedestal at a LEGO convention. I don't. That's why I specifically hang out at the.
But then why are you saying I want a deal? Then what?
I want like a sponsorship deal. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's different.
Well, why would they sponsor you if they didn't make a spectacle out of you? What's the benefit to them?
That's a good point. Well, all right, then they can do that, but they better pay me to make me feel comfortable about being uncomfortable.
Okay, it sounds like a me problem. It sounds like
it is a me problem.
Yeah.
I mean, but so you expect them to do what though? Honestly,
I don't know.
So if we were to reach
it's like an advertising deal, that's.
Yeah, but it's like, are you bringing more people to Brikx LA?
Did you see Brick Fair?
Yeah, I know, but were those people already going, or they went for you?
Brikx LA, I feel like it's a different type of crowd.
I would be shocked if I couldn't garner some.
Oh no, you'll most definitely get to know all the people that are into Star Wars, for sure. But I don't. I
would probably approach it. I don't know. This could be me being like apologetic or too apologetic for my own good. I would approach it being like, hey, I'm planning on coming to Brikx LA. My social media following is like aware of it. My previous conventions, most recently this year, was Brick Fair, Virginia, where we actually caused a little bit of, there was a line to see me, and it was not intentional, but it did end up like unintentionally covering some of the mocks for significant amounts of time during the public hour. Is it possible to like, I'm not trying to create a spectacle, but would it be possible to like create like a separate area or whatever? And then what you can do is like create a relationship with them. And then maybe the following year, if you do bring a lot of people, then it can like, then you can say, hey, I'd be willing to come again this year and continue advertising for Brikx LA. And then you can create a relationship. It's something that like theoretically you could start now and then have it be, continue further and further.
You want to hire Claire as your publicist at this point? Like,
I need a
you need a manager, that's for sure.
I do really bad, and I don't know where to find a YouTube one. Like, because in the world of sports or whatever, like I talked to Rod a little bit about this a few months ago, or whenever we met up at Disney Springs. It's like you get your sports like it's really easy to find like a guy who will represent you for your sports contracts and stuff. But like, it's just way harder to find.
Law. No,
I have a really good friend of mine. I have one of my best friends. She would probably be a killer YouTube manager. She is so good at operations and stuff like that. I can ask her what she says.
Yeah.
Anything about our universe or anything is a problem though, you know?
There's got to be something somewhere where I can find like
social media, like in general, just now being taught in school. So just give it time. You'll find somebody that'll be more inclined to be.
There's got to be a website or something I can find.
You need someone who you can trust. So I wouldn't go off of what you find on the yellow pages. Oh, wait, what's that?
I know what yellow pages are.
No, but that would be kind of cool to see that you can build a relationship in conventions like that. I mean, I feel like some people will take that the wrong way, but it's being considerate to the people in the
Yeah,
surroundings. I think that people
which
don't see it that way.
honestly, like, I would do that if I were you regardless, just so, like, because that would ensure that, like, if it does happen again, that you did give them fair warning, and so that they don't view you negatively. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
They're not
if you
like,
take
"Okay,
it more of a more under humility as opposed to being arrogant about it, I think it'll go 10 times further.
And it's also in LA where the understanding of social media and influencers is, even if you're not in that industry, you're aware of it.
Oh
Sure.
yeah, most def for sure.
Yeah, so at least you'll be like, oh, I have, like, this is who I am, and this is how many followers I am. Like, you know what I mean? You can just be like, hey, I just
They know who you are. I'm sure the heads of the convention know who you are.
yeah, but like, but you want to behave like a human or whatever, and, like,
Professional.
yeah.
You want to be professional.
I
I
want
would say-
someone to represent me. Is what I want.
Well, it's fine. I can help
Or
you
what
do
I
it if you
need.
want. I can
Yeah.
help you do that, but I can also, like, teach you how to write these kind of emails. But, like, also, like, I think the number one thing that I hear as a complaint against you from, like, adults is lack of
Well,
professionalism.
maybe they shouldn't be playing with Legos because they're too old.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, yeah,
Wow.
you're gonna play with Legos for the rest of your life, and you know it. So, but
Is it going through dark age?
Shout out Black Series.
Not a dark age for the. Nah, we'll see. Go ahead, go on, Claire. Sorry.
it's okay. No, but my point is like there is something to, like, forming good relationships with people, but my advice could be wrong. If there's somebody out there that knows something better, that, like, you should come at it aggressively, being like, hey, this is where I'm at. The thing is like, there's no precedent. Like, no one I don't think
No, yeah, that's why. Yeah.
no one at any brick fair or no one at any brick convention, I don't think, has paid an influencer. So it's like, to start that, I think would be a little bit complicated.
Yeah, they didn't even pay the Lego Masters.
I doubt
Well,
Dang.
No shout out.
I mean, I would rather be blunt with it, up front, like, and just like, here's what I want, this is why, or whatever, like, can we do this sort of deal, like, just really straightforward. Like, I don't like to beat around the bush with a lot of that crap.
Well, I'm sure, like, I think if you, like, came at it
Oh.
and was like, I can drive ticket sales, like, X amount, or
Right.
it's proven in the past that I can do this much or whatever, be like, or you could say, like, I have this many viewers and I can do a video, like, maybe you can do a sponsored video, or maybe you can do, something else. I
Right.
mean, there's a lot of different things you can do. You can have your vlogs be sponsored, and maybe you don't necessarily, like, get paid to be there, but you get paid to do the content on it.
If you just show your analytics of what your videos are capable of, just show them, you can just vlog one part of the Brikx LA, and it can be forever used in all their promotions.
But you have to do a proper, like, analytical email. It's not like I drive sales. It has to be like,
Right.
these are my data. These are, like, because there's, like, it's like a pit. It's almost like a pitch. You know what I mean? You're like these, and you have, like, some clear points, and you're like X, Y, and Z. And so, like, for me in my industry, it would be like if I was emailing somebody, or if I was applying to something, I'd be like, these are the projects that I've done, and this is how big they are, and how many units they are, and how quickly they sold, and how quickly they were, like, permitted and stuff like that. So there's, like, actually numbers to it, and it's like a little, like, thing that gets kind of, like, added to the end if someone asks me for it, right? And so it's not like just, like, a couple sentences like I've seen you write before, but it's like, you know what I mean, like a thing.
Like a portfolio.
And I think
almost.
that would help you, because you have that, and it's like you have these things that you don't take advantage of completely, right?
Right.
Yeah, and you've worked hard for it, and you should get something for it,
Mhm.
Anyway,
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
are we
I
still
guess we have
recording?
some work to do. Yeah, we are. Yeah, this is not yet the longest episode so far, but it's rivaling his previous episode as being
Okay.
one of the
I
longest.
think we should
episodes so
save the longest episode for the third time.
far. Okay.
Third time's the charm.
Okay.
All right. Well, then, in that case, then, any final advice that we want to give to Ryan? Because I feel like we've been lecturing him all day.
I know. I feel bad.
And not me. I have no advice to give.
I know. And then just like, I gotta counter those other two. They are exhausting.
No, Ninja's gonna be like, "Yo, when we come over here, you're gonna learn about some leaf elements."
Shit, I'm over here taking notes.
Yes, leaf elements. My God.
The leaf element.
All right. Well, no further advice for Ryan. Not like we need to give him any. All we just want to say is that, hey, thank you for joining us again this week, and I'm sure
Always.
we'll have you again.
I'll be back.
sometime near future.
2022.
2022. I mean,
baby.
we don't have any guests within.
We could do a in-person episode.
That would be really fun. We should do that.
I never got to do that. So
In
I'd be
person?
down.
I'd always
Wow.
Interesting.
I always wanted to do
Yeah,
that with like
maybe
bricks
not.
and bits and stuff, but it never panned out.
All right, fine. So
That sounds fun.
whenever you decide to come here, when we're all
We
in one
should do
spot,
or
we'll
we
do
should
it.
do we could do like speed dating, but speed podcasting. You know what I mean? It'd
Like
be
the
like
shit-
yeah, like the three of us
Speed
sit, and then like everyone like that's hanging out at like Brikx LA or whatever is like they get 15 minutes like in the chair. You know?
It'd be
I
pretty good, actually.
guarantee it. If we do it that way, we're gonna be put on the spot, and nothing's gonna happen for like your 15 minutes. You're gonna be like,
No, I got it. No, I'm gonna be like rapid fire like
rapid fire.
questions. Like here we
And
go.
then,
I got
and the next person, whether it be Ninja, myself, or Ryan, will be like, okay, how do I approach the 3 topics she said at the end and still bring it back to that first topic she brought up? I'm lost.
Yeah.
Walk away.
It's
Walk
fine.
away.
It'll be an open bar policy.
It would
Flip
be
the desk.
fun. An open bar policy would be hella fun. No, is that too adult for this content? Nah.
I mean, obviously but we can
We
definitely.
obviously only adults listen to her. Hey, according to our analytics, the age group demographic is 50% 30s in mid 30s, like 20s to like late 30s. Ooh.
Nice. I thought you were gonna say
Ooh.
80 and up at first.
No, they're mainly
Yeah.
adults that listen to this. No kids listen to it. Maybe 1 or 2. But
There's a
mainly
lot of
adults.
80-year-olds that are on.
Telling me the main demographic is people that have the attention span to listen.
Yeah, exactly. What?
Who the fuck?
Did when the younger generation turns to that generation, and that means there'll be so many more YouTube viewers and stuff. So
Where will we be? That's the question.
No. Hey, your generation's eventually going to be in charge of this damn country. You do got to realize that, right?
When can I run for president? 11 more years. So
You can
we're in
technically
there.
run for president right now.
No, you can't. You have to be 35. What do you mean? That's the.
it is. You have to.
Yeah,
Be
make a fake ID, you know. Pull some strings here and there.
I'm about to say.
All good.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
you
You're from
can-
Florida. Things seem to fly there.
I'm about to
That's
say, yeah, you can change that. With enough influence, you can change anything on the Constitution.
Florida man
That's why I
runs
say
for
it like that.
president.
I do.
what? You can make
I
everything.
guess it is odd that you have to set an age limit because, like, shouldn't the people vote for who they want? No, like, even if he's 20, like, who cares? He's
I don't know. Blame Kennedy.
why Canada?
Kennedy.
Kennedy.
Oh.
That's one that came out, right?
I
Right
don't
after
know.
that.
That's the one that got Monroe, right?
Yes. He also got assassinated. No?
There's that.
History?
too, I mean.
History. No one knows when Kennedy died. All right, so we'll just leave
Oh,
it
I
at that.
know.
If you go
I do, yes,
further-
of course.
Wait, what is it? What?
No, I was just say, does no one know who JFK is?
No.
The grassy knoll.
Yes, I have seen Umbrella Academy. Okay,
Wow. We are
Joking.
never gonna end this episode.
I know. I'm joking. I gotta make dinner. Okay, bye.
How about them
We're gonna-
Dodgers?
all right, guys. So thanks for making with it all to the end. You guys all have a good night. Thanks, Ryan. Jeez. Well,
Goodbye.
Claire doesn't even stay till the end. She just walked off.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Like, you know, the credits are gonna roll until like I said roll that music, and she had already walked off the side.
I like it. Right?
That's done. Now it's done.